Jonathan Majors has been all over the headlines the past couple of weeks and months. Even though Ant-Man was a flop, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania was a flop. It is going to lose money for Disney. One thing that everybody in the mainstream was talking about was, even if it didn't make any money, Jonathan Majors was awesome as Kang. And you better hope that you liked him as Kang, because this dude is super big to what Marvel's planning to do in the future. The Kang Dynasty, Kang the Conqueror, all these different versions of Kang is what we're going to see in the MCU as the next big villain. Well, the news broke on Saturday that he had been arrested over a domestic violence incident. He was accused of assault, of strangulation, harassment, all of these things, and he did get arrested. And, the TMZ, of course, had the story. Jonathan Majors arrested at NYC for assaulting woman. Representative, he's done nothing wrong. And we did hear this very, very quickly. We heard the news that, hey, by the way, he's completely denying anything. He said he's going to vindicate and clear his name. That was within immediately when we got the release of this news. Jonathan Majors' lawyer has since come out and made a big statement making a bunch of claims. Jonathan Majors' lawyer says evidence exists to prove he's completely innocent of alleged assault. Now, let's go over what the lawyer said, because it's important to get all the facts before we start trying to talk about this. Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and provably the victim of an altercation of a woman he knows. We're quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. That has not officially happened yet. Still waiting on to know if these charges will be dropped, as the lawyer is claiming. All evidence proves Mr. Majors entirely innocent, did not assault her. Unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman is having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday. The
Women get emotional? Really? Yeah. I just thought they were supposed to be the leaders of our country. I thought they were the future of everything. You're saying women get emotional and have freakouts for no reason? No way.
They claim the NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations. That's the only reason he was arrested. We expect the charges to be dropped soon. They say that they have a video that shows that this is not the case, that he did not do this. They claim they have a driver testimony, they have witness testimonies, and the woman who made these allegations in the first place has recanted her allegation in a written statement. That is what the lawyer for Jonathan Majors is claiming. But this hasn't stopped already some massive problems. U.S. Army ad featuring Jonathan Majors has been already pulled, right? That's been dropped. They say, hey, we're putting this on pause. We believe in innocent until proven guilty, but we think it's best to stop running these advertisements for now. This is a massive distraction for Jonathan Majors, for Marvel, for Disney, for everybody. And, if it does come out, if they show video that shows, this is completely not what happened at all in any way, shape, or form, then I think that's fine and people can move on. I don't know if just the word out there that, oh, by the way, she recanted. I don't know how the public's going to feel about Jonathan Majors going forward if that's all you have. I'd like to believe that, people will give men the benefit of the doubt in these situations, but that certainly hasn't been the messaging from Hollywood over the last several years, like you talked about, Jeremy.
The problem is Marvel has built a fan base of pathetic losers that view social justice as their entire existence. And so right now, the narrative right now with the social justice oppression Olympics is that Jonathan Majors has more privilege than the woman because he's the man. He may be a black man, but as the man, he has more privilege. So therefore, he's the bad person in the situation, regardless of the facts. That's what the Marvel fan base views. That's how they look at this. And so the Marvel fan base is going to be screeching and crying about this guy, regardless of the truth, regardless of the facts, because that's the audience that you have pandered to over and over and over again. And so that's going to be the bigger problem. Again, for me in isolation, I don't care. Like, whatever, work it out. Something happened, something went down, let the proper investigation take place. And then, we'll see who's telling the truth. But that's not the Hollywood mindset, and that's not the Marvel mindset. That's the difference right here. And that's 95% of everything I talk about is the hypocrisy of either Hollywood or the narrative out there. Like, I truly don't care. I truly don't have like any real opinions on like caring. Like, did Brie Larson say something stupid? Yes. Did it bother me that she says stupid things? No. What bothers me is the hypocrisy within Hollywood and how she is able to get away with saying stupid things. And then there's a protective bubble put on around her. And so with this situation, that's exactly my issue. I don't care about what ultimately happened. That needs to be worked out through a proper investigation. I care about how Marvel has put themselves in a position to now they don't know how to handle this. And that's the most hilarious part of it. Go fuck yourself, Marvel. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I think that video I think is going to be really important to this, because right now, what do you have? You have the cops showing up. You have a woman actually going to the hospital for injuries. You have Jonathan Majors getting arrested. Now, this whole thing that I've heard so many people running with about, well, they have to make an arrest if there's a domestic violence phone call that comes in. That's not true. In New York, what is true is if they show up, right, to a DV call and they see probable cause that this actually did happen, regardless of what either party says, even if either party, they show up there and either party says, no, nothing happened, we don't want to press charges, we're good to go. If the cops see someone that's hurt, they have to make a fucking arrest. That's the rule. That's the rule in New York City. Not all of this, well, as soon as there's a domestic violence call, then there has to be an arrest made. That's not what the law in New York City says, from everything I've seen from their own website. It's if there's a call and if they show up and they can see that someone got injured, that there is something probable to say something happened in this situation, that they're required to make an arrest, regardless of if someone recants on scene, regardless of if somebody says, no, we don't want to press charges, because we have seen that happen. We've seen things get out of control. We've seen people that don't want their partner to go to jail, whatever. That's the reason that law exists. Just to make that very clear for a lot of people that are saying that right now. So, I don't fucking know what happened. That video is going to be really important for Jonathan Majors' reputation, because now that it's out there, that is going to stick to him, regardless if that's right or wrong. Could he have paid her to recant her testimony? Certainly. That's what people are going to throw out. Could she have made the entire thing up from the fucking beginning? Of course she could have. But the video could potentially show us everything.